like this hero can't win. I just checked the win rate. It's 27% overall Div 1 games, all regions.
But you're going to say 0.
No, but it still looks pretty bad. Like, he's just way too slow. Always feels like he lacks damage. The hero got nerfed way too much, I would say. And also something that panel talked about, doesn't really have that hero to play with. Like, sure, you can lane with Rubik, which is relatively strong lane. But then again, you are also playing... Storm Spirit could fit in, get that extra damage, but I really do like Aster's draft. This is very... Like, if you remove the names, I would say, like, this is probably Aster draft. They're on their comfort heroes, Monet on Nature's Prophet, XWY, Tiny, Bobo, and Enchantress, and yeah, we see XXS on his Beastmaster. Very tempo-oriented draft. Very easily they can take over, like, first 2 towers, tier 1 tower mid, tier 1 tower on their offline, and just control the area of the map. Like, you're not going to be able to get in.
Fighting for some bounty runes, and they'll start to retreat. Can we do something real quick before we get into the laning phase? Can we just showcase view FY
Here we go again.
Please. I haven't seen this in so long. It's been so long since I got to cast a game of FY where he's been on Rubik, and I just... Oh, look at the bleak hallucination glitched Rubik item. Oh my god, it feels so good. It's been so long.
It's so good because it's so glitched.
And if you want to get yourself one of those, it's about $1,000.
Ah, good investment.
Yeah, I mean, about 6 months ago when I wanted to get one, it was $800. So it is going up in price. And, you know, if they ever make a Dota 3 or Dota Global Offensive, we know that your items are going to be transferring over. You'll be fine.
That's good to hear. Yeah, maybe after CSGO 2 is finally released, we get...
Dota Global Offensive.
Yeah, we get, you know, something big, some big upgrade for Dota.
It would be nice. So, we're taking a look over mid. Setsu, this is a comfort hero for him. Like, I feel like every mid Storm's a comfort hero, though. I wouldn't say there's really a mid that I think of that can't play Storm.
I'm sure there are players out there that, like, don't prefer to play Storm. I think 9 is the one that, you know, will play it from time to time, but there are, like, other heroes that he wants to play. But you have to have it in the arsenal. You have to have that hero in the pool. You see Yang behind enemy lines. Trying to get something done, trying to get some denies, but against Enchantress, against Beastmaster, a bit of a difficult task. And Bobica, starting with Impetus, I know you like to see it. You're a big fan of this damage coming up from position 5 Enchantress.
He also has 7 tangos. A lot of regen for Bobica, and not surprising. Yeah, I like the aggressive style. I like the aggressive Enchantress build. I like XXS and Bobica. They've been playing together for so long. They hold the record for longest or most amount of games played as a duo. So I feel like the chemistry is always there, and they can make some interesting combos work together. Not that this is like so far reaching out there, but they still make it look so good.
If you played so many games together, like even pub games, even in Herald bracket, you still are, you know, feeling yourself. You know what the other's gonna do, whether he wants to play aggressive. And Bobica will try to drag another creep wave, but this is Vul Assassin creep camp, so some damage to creeps will be done. And XXS getting here. Only 1 point in access so far.
Good double decay, though. Yang, see what he's able to accomplish. Obviously, we talk about the dead Yang strat that is so widely known. But now in the 5 position, Yang, previously an offlaner, came back to be the 5. I think he's happy he doesn't have to play this Mars this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
This does not seem fun.
How's he doing? He's sitting at the 10 CS, 2 denies. Not too bad. I don't think they can kill these heroes, especially once Nature's Prophet gets to his power treads. Also, why does Templar Assassin look like Void Spirit? Combination of Void Spirit and Dazzle. It got me confused for a second.
Yeah, it does look kind of close, that scent. A lot of damage coming in from Erica. And honestly, this is not really a hero you see Erica play too much when you think about him. I know every time we talk about Erica, it's Wraith King.
Yeah, that's the hero that always comes out. He's waiting for the big patch for him to get buffed so he can play his favorite hero. So far, so good on Templar Assassin. Erica doing a good job harassing Beastmaster, keeping them alive. Same low. Same goes for Yang, and CSing nicely.
This has been a pretty quiet start, and we took a look at the odds brought to you by esportsbet.io. very much in favor of Aster, which I would say player-to-player matchup-wise, I could see that. I would say Setsu and XWY.
New top lane.
In my eyes, are pretty even, but New in this off lane, just getting harassed. Thunderstrike's going to put him low. Doesn't exactly have a lot of regen. He actually buys another salves. He's going to have to play the lane a little bit safe now. He also does have it pushing in.
He did put a point in Bulwark. This is also going to be half a healing salve value that you get from your allies. Remember, a couple of months ago, Position 5 had one job, buy multiple healing salves. What an interactive gameplay.
I'm so glad it's over. As a support player, it's frustrating to get yelled at about regen every 2 seconds. I want items too, you know? Or item too, you know? Monet up top, doing really well on this Nature's Prophet.
You kids don't know how bad it was back in my days playing Position 5.
One courier, never
one
getting
courier,
anything.
You had 6 slots, one for obs, one for sentries, because they were split. Magic won boots, TP also. So maybe you could have gotten one item, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe a 4-staff if you're lucky. Usually not.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 4-staff, that's 2,000 gold you need to farm.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold. You didn't really have bounty runes or anything like that to push your gold or outposts. Yeah. Do you like when people are on your lawn as well?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, well, you're not as old as I thought you were.
Setsu, his bottle will be refilled. No one died yet. Yang. Oh, Monet.
Yeah, he's getting hit with telekinesis. They've got the spear that'll get the glimpse onto Niu, so Pichu saving his carry.
Once again, we go back to Mars not having enough damage. This is... Like, he even put a point in Bulwark early on at level 4 just to be able to, you know, soak up some of that damage, mitigate it, but...
Mid. Centaur Stomp and XWY.
He's out of mana.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's going to have to sip. Impetus, Avalanche, First Blood for XWY. Bobica making that rotation with the Centaur. And, I mean, this is Bobica that we've learned to know and love. Moving around the map.
Yeah. Really good rotation. They secured a kill. Also, I don't think you want to give First Blood to XWY.
No, not
especially
at all.
when he plays Tiny. He does have Power Treads now, also Regen Rune in the bottle, so that will bring him to full HP, full mana. And next item, of course, going to be the Blink Dagger after
Yang. With that Centaur Stomp as well, and well, Yang's going to have to run, but XWY hot in his trail. Erica is level 6, so he does have that trap to be set.
XWY got close, tried to maybe toss Centaur on top of him for a combo, but was a bit too far away. FY needs to get some experience. Level 3 about to crack level 4, so he's going to be the one on the mid lane until Setsu comes back.
Yeah, I don't really think they could get a kill when he does come back anyway, so...
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
just
bonk.
come over, Bulwark doing its job. Doing some work as they'll glimpse him back, and Niu in trouble. Spears back Monet. God's Rebuke onto Pichu. He's still trying to run and will get under the tower to survive. So survives, just doesn't have damage, and he's getting consistently harassed in this lane. Bobica taking Erica and Yang on a journey. Chanting Erica to slow him down, has the trap and pops it, so Bobica slowed up. Looks like Yang's gonna get the kill, and I guess that's okay for them, but it would be nice if Erica got it if you're a Vici fan, and with that trap... Ooh. No, still Yang.
Eventually we'll get it mid lane again.
Yeah, toss up into the air with a Thunder Strike. Setsu, glimpsed, even though he used the ball lightning, goes after Pichu. There is mana available on XWY, but his abilities are on cooldown, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to save the Disruptor. So Setsu turns it around and gets a kill himself.
Gets this early glimpse, even with Magic Stick, even with Infused Raindrop, Disruptor still got a drop, and Setsu will get his bottle refilled one more time. They need to play around this Storm Spirit. He gets that kill. XWY is the one who's controlling the power runes. This is the second one. Not the best one on Tiny, maybe if you're playing into some kind of a silence to be able to dispel it, but also they have very limited amount of damage that they can throw at Tiny, so XWY should be okay. Even if they bring Rubik, I think XWY still lives.
Yeah, he's very tanky right now. I don't think he's the one you should be going after. Erica coming over again into the jungle. leaving the lane. He's second on the net worth, only by about 40 gold, so he's having a good time at the moment. But so is XXS, as his lane has felt free. Pichu, FY, he's got Telekinesis. He'll throw a Fade Bolt, Telekinesis over to Setsu for the Vortex setup. Avalanche on both supports, Pichu trying to run away, and they'll get the kill as the Wrath of Nature flies in, but doesn't deter Vici from getting another kill.
XWI about to crack level 8, so combo is already there. Setsu needs to be careful. If he gets full comboed, he might be in trouble. That's why he switches to Strength Power Treads. Bobo already on a mid lane.
I think they wanted to protect this Tombstone, but they're going to give it over to XWI, so that's 150 gold for him.
Some stacks are being made in Vici Gaming's triangle. It was mostly FY. He wants to be able to give a better start to Temporal Assassin, who's doing okay. Erica doing a fine job so far.
Telekinesis, they are looking to get XWI. Vortex him back. Ball Lightning, they have a TP coming in. XWI's trying to TP. That's the TP coming in. He's just going to tier 1. Thought he was going all the way back to base.
Could have been an issue if someone else TP'd to a mid lane. It would be like a long
longer
TP.
yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I said that they might not even be able to kill him with 3 heroes, because he's just way too tanky. Raindrop, Magic Wand, sitting at 1600 HP with just Power Treads pretty much. Smoke, Yank, and Setsu trying to look for something. This is going to be a big kill. No Tombstone yet.
Yeah, Monet's going to be spotted. They'll have the Ball Lightning, but it's to the wrong direction. So now Setsu's not
His region got canceled. Whew, that's a big one.
Meanwhile, mid, FY finally hits level 6. He did buy the Tome, so he'll be able to steal things, and he's got a good amount of net worth at the moment. Him and the Enchantress are kind of keeping up. The fact that FY is able to do it while we've seen Bobica farm the jungle is pretty impressive, but he's been sitting mid quite a bit. Bringing Yang down bottom immediately to get Primal Roar. Monet's throwing the Wrath of Nature out. They go into the arena, and the spear, Monet's dead. He stepped up with confidence, and that was his issue. Hurricane pushing XXS back, so Bobica was trying to help XXS get some space, but the body blocks from Neo, another spear lands, and they will be able to get themselves a second as Erica gets both of them, and he's got credit for a double kill. Maybe even looking for Bobica.
FY with Stolen Axes, that's going to help out with the burst.
Triple kill for Erica with that Meld Strike.
This is the exact fight that they needed. They didn't defend the tower in the end, but they did get 3 kills, and
they want more. They're going mid.
Erica.
Do they have anybody walking from behind? If they had Niu coming from around the side, I think that would be pretty good.
So they will not be able to even take this tower. Tiny about to finish off his Blink Dagger in 400 gold. Needs a creep wave and a half. All right, not too bad start for a Mars.
Static Storm committed with the kinetic field, trying to go for the Mars. Thunderstrike on, and Niu's not going to die. They look over at XWI. They've got the glimpses on a Setsu, but with the spear, they'll get another kill. All of a sudden, it's 7-1. We've got the Brazil scoreline, and Vici are ahead.
Like, these rotations are not paying off for Aster. They think that they're not going to be dying. There's also a bit of a misread how much damage they can do to Mars. Glimpse was not available, was on cooldown for a couple of seconds. And now Erica will start to push this tier 1 tower. He's also bringing Mithril Hammer. So in terms of timing, it's going to be really good. Deso, Dragonlance, Power Treads timing on Erica. It also does open up the Roche for them. One good fight, and they could take it.
Yeah, even without, say, a fight, you don't really want to go into the Roche pit with an arena available and Tombstone and a Deso available on TA. Like, that's a scary fight to jump into. Roche could definitely be on the table in just a few minutes. That is Danger City here for Aster.
Erica will finish off that big Ancient stack in his own triangle, which will push him closer to Deso.
Yeah. This is, he had 200 gold a second ago. Now he's got about 1,000. So he is very close to the Desolator. FY still has those axes held on to. Blink Dagger picked up for XWY. We'll see who he's going to go after and how many heroes he can blow up with that combo, with the jump in.
Monet has had a bit of a slower start as well, going for Hand of Midas. So his first item, like first real item, which is going to be Maelstrom, is not going to come in as fast, which also means that his BKB is going to be delayed.
Yeah, never liking the words delayed BKB, especially when it feels like a necessity, right?
Definitely. You want to get outside of the arena. They have very limited amount of damage that goes through Match Community. And now the big
toss.
combo.
Setsu, he's in the Static Storm. He's surviving, though. They go to the arena. The spear connects from a distance. Oh, XWY's in trouble. Setsu's going to be able to ball lightning and survive. They get the kill into FY. But that is not the trade you want to be making. 150 gold for Bobica as he takes out the Tombstone. They go after Yang. They do end up getting 2, but they are still shutting down this Tiny.
Every single fight, he just dies. Like, even though he was off to a good start, still sitting on the 5th place on net worth. Like, Storm's not dying. He does have power treads on strength when needed. Falcon Blade giving him some extra 200 HP. Fairy Trinket plus extra 75. So all these small items making him tanky. They need another hero. Tiny plus Disruptor is not enough to kill Storm Spirit if he's full HP. They need an Impetus, like, couple of shots. Maybe a Primal Roar as well to keep him in that Static Storm slightly longer.
So they've got the Deso on Erica. They're about to have Witchblade on Setsu as he balls over, trying to avoid the Glimpse, gets the Vortex. And Niu is going to spot Pichu and get the Spear. And they'll also steal Kinetic Field. So Pichu's stuck in this one and will be killed off thanks to the God's Rebuke. By the way, FY going into the Force Staff after those Arcane Boots.
Great item against Beastmaster, against Tenacious Prophet, to try to break like tiny combo. You see someone being avalanched. Not as good against Kinetic Field, but you know, you can't have it all.
Yeah, one item can't do everything.
I want to see them smoke up, try to look for a fight, turn that into Roche. Erica's getting a lot of farm, sitting at 9,000 net worth at the moment, 1,000 gold away from his Blink Dagger. And they are afraid of this Roche. So you can see Team Aster playing the top part of the map. Everybody besides Baboka.
FY throws down a Kinetic Field from Pichu, and they'll kill off FY. They're thinking about going into the Roche pit. They pinged it out for a second. It's tough, though. They just picked up an Invis Rune. Take out the Obs. They'll find Yang. Thunderstrike, Avalanche, Toss. Yang's dead. And they'll look for more Ball Lightning out of the backlines, but they go to the Primal Roar. That'll lock up this Storm, and now they've got the Static Storm on top of him. They get the kill to Setsu. Neo walks into the Static Storm. That means he wasn't able to throw the Spear immediately. God's Rebuke as well, but he's glimpsed back into the hands of XXS as well as XWY, who's got another combo with the Avalanche and the Toss.
This should be
4
Roche.
heroes who died in just a moment.
That was way too aggressive for Vici Gaming. Storm zips in, gets roared. This time, Static Storm with the roar is going to be more than enough, and just a bit of an awkward fight from Vici Gaming. And they also have this big momentum. Team Aster, XXS, he's the most farm hero on their team. Might be the most farm hero in the game in a couple of seconds. Finished off that Helm of the Overlord and having Ancient Black Dragon. So this helps out. Like, they don't have the hero other than Templar Assassin to kill this dragon. And I also don't think Templar Assassin wants to hit it in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Also, pre-BKB, your refraction is just gonna get burned by this fireball.
So we'll see what Erica does, because he's held up 2,000 gold looking for a Blink Dagger, but
they found FY.
Will they go for the BKB as FY drops? Bobica getting another kill. See his build. He's only got one of the Impetus, which is upsetting to me.
And he also is going for more of a defensive items. Getting Glimmer Cave, he knows that he needs to stay alive. If he is not hit by Templar Assassin, maybe it's going to help him out against Mars, Storm Spirit. Very good item pickup. So,
kind of missing that Aegis timing right there for Vici. And I wonder if that just spirals the game out of control. Because it was Vici's to take, and then they took a pretty poor fight, and now they're getting pushed down.
Sometimes it's all it takes. One bad fight, and now Aster, they do have heroes to control the areas of the map. They do have Beastmaster. Like, as a support, you walk into Beastmaster, you're dead. One Boar, Ancient Black Dragon, Aura, and seems like they want to go for the high ground as well. FY is already there with the Fade Bolt.
Try to defend, throws out a Fade Bolt. That'll bounce all the way through to Monet. And they even drop the Tombstone. All that, and they do leave, so I guess the mission's a success, but Tombstone now going to be on cooldown for another minute. I don't know if that's exactly what you want. We've talked about Erica being top of the net worth for a while, but look at where Setsu is. It felt like his game was starting to turn on, and he's just middle of the pack.
That's the problem. He doesn't have really a hero to play with.
Glimpse. Yang, not even that far from his base.
Mars doesn't have a blink dagger. This is my problem with the Mars. He was having like relatively okay time, right? He was sitting at 0-0-5 at one point. He was involved in those early kills. It's like you need both BKB and blink dagger to be effective.
Where's this creep wave going?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You see this?
No, it's
By Roche.
I guess they were following Mars.
All right, they're mid creeps. All right, a little confused. Arena down, and they've got the spear, but Bobica will just TP away.
So will Erica.
Oh, Bobica stops his TP.
Bobica chatted it up.
Cheeky little move there.
That's why Glimmer Cape came in very handy. I love the item. Like, Mars, again, like even if he gets this BKB, he can easily get roared. He can get right-clicked down by Nature's Prophet. Very difficult game. Like, it just feels like you need so many items compared to the other offlaners.
Avalanche toss, Yang, Tombstone on the high ground. They're going to try and take it out, but they've got the lockdown on XWY for a second. No TP.
Toss, can he get it?
Staff?
No, it's a zombie.
Okay, so FY doesn't grab anybody there. They already got the kill on a Yang. They're going to look to get FY with the glimpse, and they will. So they set up and get both supports again.
How did teams not pick Disruptor before? This hero looks so OP at the moment. You show up, you have any kind of vision, you get Glimpse back, it's guaranteed that Storm Spirit.
Okay, Static Storm with the Wrath of Nature. This should just be the high ground push. If you force Setsu to buy back, his game, to me, is completely over.
You cannot allow yourself to buy back here. 1 minute left on Aegis, you do not want to kill your own game. Rest of the team is also on top. Bobica, he's like, I don't care. I'll just farm my items. Once I get this Heaven's Halberd against Templar Assassin, against Storm, these heroes, they're gonna suffer it. They can't really burst me, so I can just beat a front line for my team if needed.
Yeah, Enchantress, one of those heroes that is unexpectedly the frontliner and tank. Especially when you've got 4 in the Nature's Attendants. Just healing all the time. Healing equals yes. 8K lead. It was close for a long time, too. Like, this is... It's crazy how far Aster have pushed ahead in the last 2 minutes or so.
XX has dominated this bottom lane, took the tower, and after he showed up with Helm of the Overlord, like, he's been so good being able to find these pickoffs on Storm Spirit, like 2 roars, and also supports. They can't move. 2 supports on Vici Gaming, they need to stick with the rest of the team, otherwise they're gonna die.
Like that. Yang, dying XWY, Avalanche toss, easy does it. Echo Saber is next for XWY with the Ags, so he'll be looking for that tree volley eventually if the game goes that far. Right now it doesn't look like it's gonna make it to that much gold needed. 3-man smoke through mid. These heroes are nearby, but let's see if they stay from VG. Right now the only one close is FY. He's trying to hide. He'll break a smoke and he'll try to force staff to the low ground. Kinetic field and...
Let's see if they glimpse him back.
And they just can't allow him to get the vision.
So good positioning from FY, breaks that smoke, gets out of trouble.
Risky positioning from
It
FY, truthfully.
was. They also have 2 BKBs, 9-second BKBs on Aster, also building a 3rd one. Erica, man, he had such a good start. We talked about 12-13 minute Deso, still has 0 charges on it.
Yeah, he has 0 deaths, but just the rest of the team isn't keeping up. Like, he's had a fine game. He just needs support, right?
Or a different offlaner. Mars now with his shiny 9-second BKB. Let's see what he can do.
He's also almost got a blink. And then you take a look at where FY is. He's sitting where the Disruptor is now, and Bobica has so much for him.
Bobica has been on the other side of the map for a very long time, understanding that if he manages to find those items, look at how tanky he is. He's also the one holding Dragon Scale, while his Beastmaster is holding Arcane Ring. Bobo gets priority.
Seriously. Meanwhile, I love the fact that Bobica is just able to take over the range creep and basically kill the entire creep wave with that. Tombstone on the high ground, Telekinesis, they're locking up XXS, but he's got the BKB. So he'll start to run the TP. He's got enough time left on it. Stealing the axes as Niu still chasing Arena, and it's not going to be the easiest kill to get with 4 levels of the Nature's Attendants unless everybody's here, and that's exactly what they do.
His Glimmer Cape was on cooldown. FY did have Dust available. This tier 1 tower should fall. A bit of a wonky fight from Aster. They get caught. They're trying to fight underneath their vision. Observer Ward is in the enemy triangle, but still they lose the fight. Those BKBs were also not popped on side of Vici Gaming. Next Roshan, let's see the respawn time.
Seconds till we find out. Glimpse, Niu. Avalanche toss with the Gleipnir that's been picked up by Monet. Late BKB, and that could be an issue.
XXS was...
Oh, is he going to TP in front of him? He tried to. He finds Yang instead and will get a kill. That's not who he was intending for, but he'll take it.
XXS not close enough. I mean, he was close enough to get hit by Failed Bolt, which did cancel his Blink Dagger, so he was not able to roar him. Disruptor's such a pain in the ass. Like, you either pop a BKB when you see that glimpse and you live, or you try. Most of the time you just die if you don't, so kind of a lose-lose situation for you.
Such a cheap spell for him to
Yes.
force that out, too.
It's gonna be full 2 minutes for Roshan. Being pinged out. Monet.
So, 18 seconds, 115 mana for a kill, or you pop your BKB. Your very expensive BKB.
Most of the time, this glimpse does guarantee you a kill.
And when you've got the setup, it certainly does. And you could, for the most part, make it so if your team's not there immediately, Kinetic Field and Static Storm's enough to wait 2 or 3 extra seconds to have your team come by.
Yeah. We have 6 BKBs available at the moment. Most of those are 9-second BKBs, and Hurricane Pike, purchased by Templar Assassin this time around. Erika skipping Blink Dagger, wants to be able to get himself out of the trouble, get some more damage. Also, can come in handy against the Enchantress. Bobica. 40 gold away from his Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, they're showing mid, though. I don't know if Vici can do anything about this. They're just down so much. Their initiation is Niu with the BKB Blink Arena, but BKBs are available for Aster, so it's not like they're just going to be locked in. The only one you're really locking in who's not easy to kill is Enchantress, because Disruptor's sitting back most of the time.
Radiant are scanning.
That being said, right now Pichu closest to the team. Smoke gets broken, XXS pops the BKB immediately. Now they go to the arena, and again, 3 BKBs, they start to walk out. They caught Bobica, but he is not the easiest to kill. Primal Roar is used, through onto Erika. They've got the Ball of Lightning. Do they have the damage? The stolen Primal Roar, thrown onto XWI, who's got the double damage. They get the kill into XXS. Now the Telekinesis, the Static Storm is down, but he's able to get out of the Kinetic Field with the ending points of his BKB. They'll try to take out Pichu, but the Avalanche, the toss, they get the kill into Yang. They'll end up being 1-for-1. The Vortex stealing the toss. XWI tossed up into the air and killed off by Vici. Somehow, some way, this fight goes well enough for them.
Aster popped 3 BKBs immediately.
For the arena.
Yeah, and they needed to run back, so they did not have BKBs available for the fight. Rubik steals Roar, now has Toss available, but Erika did go ham in that fight. A lot of damage coming out from him. This Hurricane Pike. Oh, Bobica, he's in.
And Wrath of Nature
And
bouncing
he's
around
out.
with the damage. Yeah, out in a body bag. I think a big part of them surviving and being able to take that fight is gotta be said, FY stealing Primal Roar and throwing it onto XWI.
Beastmaster, like a couple of awkward fights from Aster, like in the same area. They've been holding this high ground. Now the high ground gets dewarded because they are holding on to Gem. They lost that Gem. It was Pichu who initially bought it. Now Storm Spirit has it. And now going into Lincoln Sphere, does not want to get Roar, does not want to get glimpsed.
Gotta think that FY is gonna pick up this Psychic Headband. That would allow him to steal some things maybe a little bit easier in his life. There we go. We'll send back the Eye of the Vizier. One of my favorite neutrals to say.
Say it again.
Eye of the Vizier. Gotta really roll it. Want to give it a shot?
No, I'm good. It's okay.
Chat, you can do it with me at home. This is a at-home fun time. Keep that to yourself. And it will be Eye of the Vizier.
Looking at some of the big items, in the end, Mars picked up Shard from Roche. So that's a big boost for him if he manages to land 2 spears on the walls of the arena, follow it up by Templar Assassin.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, right? But we've talked about BKBs in arena. I feel like he's not really going to get those opportunities.
That last arena was on point because he caught him inside, forced him to use the BKBs, didn't really pin anyone.
I guess, but... And he's buying it anyway. I would have rathered it on FY. Because with the Static Storms, we've seen how good Shard, with the telekinesis, to throw these heroes out of the Static Storm has been.
He will. I guess they decided to give it to Mars because they want him to scale. And I like that I see Refresher. Refresher Orb on Mars, potentially 4 spears, second arena after the BKBs are down. It does allow you to survive with the second BKB as well. So... want to see Neo get a little bit more farm priority here.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets it. Erica, he's all of a sudden got 6 charges on the desk, so he's going into the Lincolns himself. They want to be able to avoid getting hit with this Primal Roar, as we've already seen one on Setsu. So Lincolns into the Shard. I'm again, another Shard I probably would have liked to see. The Psionic Trap Silence just feels really good.
It's a really good upgrade. I've seen Templar Assassins buying it relatively early on, pretty much as their 3rd item. If you like Dragonlance, Deso, Blink, Shard. Just to be able... these are 4 items, but I don't consider Dragonlance a full item.
Yeah, I guess it's not. Ags for Tiny. Soon enough. Yeah, going back to that Shard, I don't know, I'm a big fan of it. We saw in Europe Shard with the Ags that was picked up from Roche, just when you're able to move and you come into these fights, because when you use the Psionic Projection, when you've got the Ags, if you're standing on top of it, you get silenced, or you silence the person who's standing on it, and you're there. So that's always fun.
They want to use this Aegis. Minute and 30 seconds left. Setsu does have that Lincolns that we mentioned, so can play a bit more aggressive.
And that's exactly what he's going to do, but it's already broken. The Lincolns, he's got a BKB. They'll go after Bobica on the back. Oh, the spear and the arena not timed right. Oh, Neo. Spear before the arena walls were up.
It's a risky one. You know, you make this one work, and you're going to look like a god.
Potentially, yeah. I almost feel like if he had hit that, he might have baited his team a little bit. Go deeper. Setsu no longer has BKB. I almost think missing that spear might have been a good thing. So, 45 seconds left on this Aegis. Erica trying to get back to claiming that top net worth spot. Getting closer and closer to having that Lincolns, which will fill that Aegis spot once that does expire. Trying to think of what upgrades he's going to want after he finishes off the Lincolns and the Shard.
Might still get a Swift Blink after. Replace that. Power Treads does have Hurricane Pike, so like 2 items that he can maneuver with in a team fight. We didn't talk too much about Yang. He's been on the receiving side most of the time, but he did finish off Guardian Greaves. He did manage to find the farm. Does have a casual cloak.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's got 2k ahead of Pichu. Like, his farm is looking quite nice. Shard also picked up by FY, so he does now have that ability to lift his teammates and get him out of Static Storm in any harm's way. Maybe even get Primal Roar, you throw him away from the team. There's a lot of utility that's going to be in having this upgrade.
It's such a great counter to Static Storm. We've seen it yesterday and throughout the DPC multiple times. Aghanim Scepter queued up on Pichu. Doesn't have Philosopher's Stone, so means it's not going to come in as fast, and also they need to find Rubik in those fights, because otherwise, like, it's such a great saving tool against Static Storm. Erika will finish off Dino. It will be Neo getting the last hit in the end. The extra 200 gold, pushing him closer to his refresher. And this is Arcane Rune. Where's Setsu? He's gonna zip. He's gonna zip from downtown just to be able to get it.
Yeah, he wants this. He's like, Falcon Blade, get rid of that, throw the bottle in, let me get this Arcane Rune. Hex picked up for XXS. What's the build from him? He went Helm of the Overlord, Blink BKB, Hex.
You see different items, like fourth item on a Beastmaster. Most of the time you want like the same 3. Sometimes there's Guardian Greaves if you feel like you need it. But this Hex pickup is gonna be very good. Like, they need another layer of stuns. Neo.
They pop the Lincolns from a far distance away with that glimpse. They're going to go in here with the Arena. They've got the catch on XXS, but do they have the damage with the BKB and the Primal Roar being thrown over onto the Mars?
Stolen Roar
on
again.
the high ground. They've got the Roar. They're going to throw it back onto XWI, but the damage onto Neo is too much for him to handle. Erika's still trying to fight. He's sprouted up, in some trouble with the right clicks coming in from Monet. Setsu goes in. Gleipnir in trouble, and ball lining out, but they're going to lose Yang. They've got the glimpse back. Oh boy, they catch Setsu.
XXS surviving there, manages to get a BKB off. They don't fully focus him down. Then he gets Roar, Stolen Roar as a counterplay, gets another Hex in the end. Like, those BKBs, if they use them relatively early on, they still have Gleipnir, they still have level 20 talent on Nature's Prophet, which doesn't go through BKB anymore. We did balance it a bit, finally, but still a bit of difficult for Storm Spirit to play around it. There is, like, Rubik's Slit, Force Staff stuff, but if they die, if they're not close enough to be able to get those off, you know that they will die eventually. Mars, bot refresher, orb recipe. Getting closer. Needs like 1,000 gold to finish off refresher. That's a big one.
Yeah, what is it? 1650, so he's going to need 3,300 gold. So he's almost there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The seeds of fortune.
He's able to get in terms of gold as he goes for this. Swift Blink next for the TA. Definitely a good item to get. I feel like he needs to have more damage being outputted quickly.
Yeah, wants
More
to jump
quickly.
in and just delete one target. XWY. Double damage in bottle. Aghanim Scepter is finished, going into Daedalus next. This is going to be some
Damage.
big damage indeed.
He might be able to just blow up these heroes with a tree volley.
And I like that you have Nature's Prophet in your team, so you can sprout him if he's not around trees to be able to get the 3 volley damage.
That was like some 10,000 IQ right there. My mind exploded.
Or Bobuka can hold on to 5 branches and plant them down.
All right, well, now we're getting ridiculous.
Iron with a tree, bring it back.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So, Blink now for FY. Timeless Relic, Ninja Gear, Flicker. Ooh, Trickster Cloak, that's a good one. Big fan of that.
Takes it immediately. Extra magic evasion. Magic evasion, all right. I just combined 2 of them. You can evade magic.
That'd be pretty sick. Honestly,
He throws a finger, sorry, you backtracked it. I mean, that's what backtrack is, pretty much. But yeah, great item. Gives you invis if they don't have gem, which I don't think they do, because they lost it in the previous fight outside of Vici.
Yeah. Double Arena, double BKB will be enough to stop the tree volley damage with the double damage, which does get activated, so time to watch out.
The lanes are in a good spot for Aster. But the next Roshan respawning
Ooh, Arcane.
very soon, 30 seconds. This is third Rosh.
Could be Ags, could be Refresher Shard. Chat, what do you think it is? 1 for Refresher Shard, 2 for Ags Blessing. Get your votes in now. Or call in to vote at 1-800. What's next? 10 seconds before the next Rosh. And both these teams trying to set up precisely to get this Aegis.
Setsu would definitely love to have Aghanim Scepter available for the next fight. It's such a great setup for Spears, Templar Assassin to jump in, hold him into place. He also does have Arcane Rune that you mentioned, but needs another 1,000 gold. Not sure if he's going to be able to farm it.
Yeah, it's very far away.
So-
Erica in.
Radiant's
Let's see.
bottom tower is under attack.
Send a Centaur in. Oh, Arena.
Again,
BKB.
he misses.
Yeah, doesn't have the time. They'll get the Vortex. They'll pull back Bobica. They get the kill into the Enchantress immediately. The Tombstone dropped. You not a lot of mana to work with on his end. Ball Lightning looking for XWY, but they've got the Glimmer Cape. They'll dust from a distance.
Bobica does have buyback available and will use it.
Yeah, Neo needs to get some mana because he's refreshed and he wants to have the full combo. He's got another BKB Arena combo to set up. And they'll throw in the Gleipnir. They've got the BKB. They're going to look over at Neo. So Primal Roar, that means no combo if he doesn't survive. The Telekinesis doesn't get him out. BKB and Neo, what is he doing? He's standing still with the Primal Roar Stone. They'll throw it on to Monet. They've got the control. They'll look over
Can
to get
they
the kill
save him?
onto the Nature's Prophet. They'll take out Monet. He'll buy back immediately. Bobica up in the air thanks to the Stormcrafter. Sprout around Yang. 4-step forward from Erica. Gleipnir's going to land from Monet. And now they've got him surrounded. 5 heroes here with a tree volley. And Erica dies. Oh, dear. It looked good for Vici for a second.
It did look good, but Aster did use 3 buybacks in that fight. Aghanim Scepter picked up by Tiny. Let's see if they gotta give.
Disruptor?
Yeah, just give it to Disruptor.
Is he gonna use it? Doesn't work like that.
XXS, I think he might have gave him wrong Ags.
No. No.
No, he has
No,
it.
he got the right one.
Okay, he's got it. He's got it. Okay, so all good. I got worried there for a second.
Where did my tree volley skill go? So okay, so he pops it. And
Just
he'll buy
didn't
Blink
click.
instead. That is...
Even with the Stolen Roar, they did manage to lock Monet down. XXS, he was so fast using those wild axes, but Rubik was faster. FY, he's been on point with some of these steals, still holding on to that Primal Roar.
You're gonna need that to really hold the game, it feels like. If they can kill Monet, though, twice. That's rough. If they can kill him twice, maybe they can finish the game because he's gonna be dead for a long time. They're gonna need Erica back into this, but they've smoked up. Ball Lightning in with the Arena. They'll go to the Spear. It lands on XWY. They've got the Primal Roar on Monet once again, but they need the damage, and they're not going to be able to see him. They'll throw down the Sentry to finally get some vision with the Tree Volley. The damage on Erica. The right click's coming in. The Hurricane Pike to get out of the Sprout. Telekinesis. They've got the control. They'll Meld Strike, but there's the Gleipnir. They have the Hex coming through from XXS. Primal Roar, the lockdown. Erica just popped back. They've got the Lincolns. That's not going to be enough. They'll lose him for 2 minutes. They'll look over at Monet. He still has a second life, and it looks like it's going to be all Aster in game number 1 as they take out Neo.
They tried. They tried to go for Nature's Prophet. They understand that maybe if they can kill him twice, they can run down the mid lane with the damage that they have, like with these Deso, to try to get something out of it. But Aster...